Yeah, we're good. Cool. Oh wait, no, it's not actually recording. I don't know if this is how this is gonna run. Hopefully, decently. Guess I should turn all this crap off. Hang on. Oh shit! Did I turn off the? No, I'm not using it in the browser. It's okay. Sorry, I have to get used to doing this. Surprise! We were actually watching Magical Girls. It was Magical Girls all along. Haha! You thought you were going to watch a video game, but actually you're watching Magical Girls. What a twist! No, I'm just kidding. We're not. We're playing Stanley Parable. I know nothing about this game. Like, nothing, except that it was popular when it was released a few years ago. People were talking about it a lot. Apparently it had like some big twist or something, maybe? I don't know. I don't know shit about it. Except that. And I think it's like told in like a narration sort of a way. And there are like different endings, I think. That's all I know. The picture is of a man or a woman, presumably a man, presumably Stanley, adjusting a necktie. Which is, that's it. That's all I know. That's us. English. So we're gonna experience this together. I literally just installed it, like just now. I've had it since, I don't know, a while. Is it gonna actually run? Once this gets... Oh shit, what happened? Oh, I need to turn off my... Oh Jesus, it's full screen! Oh god! How do I make it stop? Stream! Stream, can you hear me? Stream, can you see anything? I sure can't see anything. My screen is completely black. It's making sound at me. I didn't ask for this, Stanley Parable! Options. Fix this shit. Video. Full screen. No. Run in a window. You dummy. Thank you. Ah! So we're playing One Late Night again, I see. This is like the classy version of One Late Night, isn't it? I want to be the people whose voices were like just recorded having like background conversation for this. Like that would be a hell of a thing. Like, oh yeah, that's me in the background there, just making small talk. Hang on. Shit, is it actually, can you actually hear me? It's, you can still hear me, right? God, I hope it's recording the stuff. Select window. Oh wait, let me make a new one. We'll just call this one Stanley. And I will... No, you know what? Excuse you. You don't know me at all. Background voice. Alright, so... Alright, that should be cropped in. I'm gonna push it a button. Now let me set... Sorry, I should have done this beforehand, but for full experience, we're getting the whole shebang. Alright, can you hear me? Cool, I think you can hear me. Is there a subtitle option? That's a good question. Background conversation records are called wallows. Interesting. Let's see, extras. No. Video. Audio. Closed captioning. Full captions. Why is there? What is the difference between full captions and like subtitles only? What? You could change the caption settings in Steam. Right click on the game to click properties and look under language. I don't know what the. We're just gonna put full captions on and we're just gonna see what happens. Alright. Oh, sweetie, include sound effects? Yes, of course I want those. Please. Please, please. Muffled rap music in the distance. That's what I want in this game. Get shot in Spanish. Begin the game. Let's do it. End is never the end. It's never the end. It's never... Okay, cool. Ah! No, Steam, go away. Oh shit, I forgot to close the medical girls. Hang on. Hang on, Stanley. And I gotta close Photoshop too. I got so much crap open, you guys. Shamisen solo. So cool. I love this game. Loading screen. My fave. So how about that loading screen? Yeah. Unintelligible singing. Becomes briefly intelligible, then goes back to being unintelligible again. Click to skip. No!
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Alright.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Right.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk,
Cool.
telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
We're gonna make your life miserable, Stan.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
He found out.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Dude, it was a day off.
Complete isolation.
Why are you even here?
Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, hello. So it looked like we had a little bit of jumping with the twisted set. Exactly! It's Saturday! You're not even supposed to be here, Stan. Alright. So we really are playing. Ooh, can I sit in the chair? Please? Please, this is all I want. Is to sit and roll in your chair, Stanley. I can't even jump. What good are you to me? Can I equip a pin to carry for protection? He won't let me go back in. No. It's a one-way door. spent the last forever sitting in that chair. Free him, whatever.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
They're dead.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, it's like, these desks are all unoccupied, my dude. Like, this one just has... What is 432's job? 432 just has to sit and sharpen pencils every day. That's their job. I'm just waiting for a grain baking gum mob ghost, right? That's all I'm waiting for. What does this say on this? I thought that said who farted. Does it actually say who farted? It says who farted! Why is that inbox shaped like kind of slanty? So you're an office stand to go with office stand. I wish I could see what that says. More mugs. What do these mugs say? I need to get closer, Stanley. I need to read this. It's important. I like something something just like my boss. I like work. Just hate my boss. Oh, that's a good thing to keep on your work mug. Why is all this paper on the freaking floor? Freaking grandma ghosts. So weird. Just stay on the floor. Sorry, I should probably be just going where they want me to go, but nah. Nuts to that. Wait, I'm gonna read every mug. I'm upset that the game Be My Valentine. That person needs to clean their freaking desk. Everyone was fired for their mugs. Username, access. Ooh! F you. Can't read the rest of that one. It's all covered up. And a box of umbrellas. Keep dry. No, it's just a sign to keep it dry. Oh, I can interact with things by just clicking. I can't actually see where my mouse is aimed, though. So it's just like... What am I even doing? What computer am I accessing? Like, this is making keyboard sounds. What am I typing on? Where? Air keyboard. Hang on, is there a, mouse? Please, can I see? I don't know where I'm aiming. Please. Whatever. Any more good mugs? That's what I'm here for, good mugging. This one has the same mug as that other guy. 423, you're unoriginal. Also fired. What am I typing on?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Shut up, narrator! You don't know my life! You don't know what Stanley does and doesn't do! You're not the boss of me. He does have my number. But the thing is, I'm not actually touching everything. I'm just blindly clicking and trying to see. I'm not meaning to touch anything. Oh no! hate Mondays. This door's locked. By the way, have all of you played this game before? Am I the only one blind here? I hate Monday's mug. Kill the other mug. That other mug just is shattered in pieces and it says Mondays on it. Oh, fuel. The FU one says fuel on it. The demo is quite different from the actual game story. It's interesting.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There were multiple doors. Wait. You can't. Why is the narrator telling me what door to pick? What happens if I pick the door on the right, though? I mean, should I play it straight and go along with this? I really wish I could jump. I really want to jump on all of these chairs. That was a meaning mug. This place is so... This room actually reminds me... This is going to sound really weird, but this reminds me... It reminds me of a room at my last workplace where we all gathered to practice how to learn to dance the Thriller dance. It's almost like there's orders appearing on your screen telling you what buttons to press in what order. In that moment, we were all Stanley. Shit, dog! We performed it at the Halloween gathering. Okay, we're going through the right door? No, I should play it straight and go through the left door. Why do all of these doors lock behind me? I'll do what you want this time, mysterious narrator who doesn't like me touching things. But I'm gonna keep touching things! You can't stop me from touching everything with my magical keyboard hands. Stanley is meticulous about his doors. He could teach Dan a thing or two. We've actually not been Stanley this whole time. We're someone else entirely. We were Stanley. What a twist.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Resent your coworkers for not supporting you. This is a good. Oh man. This is a very good PowerPoint. I'm not buying. I'm not buying what you're selling. I'm not, no. I would like it if they were all like actual. Okay, Marathon. Why did we hire you? Person who initiates conflict. Wait a second, hang on. I just want to hang down. Ah! What are your dreams for the future? Plant life. A boat. Look like we're back to the beginning of the presentation. Hey! This feels like my job. Relatable. Alright. Let's see here. Crafts about things and money. We have our new product! Mike James, you are fired. This is a good job. I want to touch these graphs with my keyboard hands. Work harder, hard worker. Find teenagers to pull in teenage demographic. I thought that said, I don't even know what. I knew for a second what I thought that said, but then I lost it. But it was not that. I hope Mike James is a real person that they worked on this game until they were fired. This is a good. I want to sit in. Throw something in the ideas bin. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percent. Teenagers. Synergize. Core value expenditures. Shift global market to monetize free to play. That seems like a good idea. Look at all the. I wish I could get closer to these things. I'm really upset that it won't let me. I really want to see all of these. I hope someone has gone to the trouble. And again, the time it's been out has ripped all the textures so we can see all of this in full glory. Hire someone to synergize papers. I thought it said poopers. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Ongoing. Why is this one? Please keep the targets on the topic of smudge death. I thought that was censored. Who moved my desk? Who did it? Alright, hang on. Let me read these in order. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire somebody to fire the paper synergizing guy. The papers have become too powerful. They've become too strong. Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right? Next day is agenda. Reflect. That feels, yeah. Alright, so we've got employee 417, or 617, no, that's a 4. 405, 491, 416, 431, and Jim. That's my favorite number. What number are we again? Anyway. Looks like an important meeting. I'm sad I can't go back through there now. Broom closet? I'm gonna find Chris in here.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Screw you! I have to get Chris out!
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
You shut your mouth! I know a thing or two about brooms! Thank you.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm annoying you, and that's a beautiful thing, honestly.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
You're not the boss of me!
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out.
I'm just gonna sit
It
here.
didn't even occur to me, because literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you, this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
I love how it's getting increasingly
I've come
British.
to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. I got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
What happens if I leave as soon as I walk in here?
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
What
Please
are you,
remove
narrator?
their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
This is like petting the dog. Like, I don't regret sitting here in this. This was a good use of my time. What if the narrator is a save point? Certainly seems like the kind of asshole that would be.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, really?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
See, you give me that challenge and I have to take it, my dude. If the narrator's at this point, it's a good thing you don't have a gun. But they're omnipotent. I wouldn't be able to kill them anyway. Like, they're not present for me to shoot. But where is Chris? I guess we got him out. Okay, I'm going there. Stanley pulled out a gun and falls wildly into the air.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What the hell is going on here? This is my boss's office, right? You said down, right? We're going... This is where you told me to go? Down to my boss's office? Yeah, totally. No problem, narrator guy. I got you. Oh, shoot, I gotta call my folks. Hang on. Also, I'm going to put on, saves. I don't know how I actually make that happen. There we go. In case I do have to How do I just want to, please? How do I actually make it save? Ah, there we go, okay. I will be back in just a moment. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's not like it's worse than what? Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Okay. Hello, I love him. Good night. The screen says hi. Hey. Guess you made some really big hoops today. Yeah. 2 piles. A little bit. No, I haven't yet. No. I've been kind of. Huh? Yeah. No, I didn't open that thing. I walked by a. There's like someone up in the attic is making sound. Like I think it's the Oh, I thought I turned the audio off. I guess I didn't. I'm sorry. So you just got to listen to me chatting with my mom about my cat's poops. And also my toilet flushing. Sorry. For those of you who are uninformed, my cat had been constipated. But now she seems to be getting better, so that's great. What did I push if not the audio turn off button? I don't know. Sorry about that. How embarrassing. You probably heard Sophie more than anything. She was in this room the whole time, I think. Probably jingling around. Alright, so here we are, going where we weren't told to go. Oh, hello, baby. Sophie. What is in here?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared.
What the?
It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's
my starfield disappeared.
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
I guess you're right, they do repeat.
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please. It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
Your wife, Stan.
All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Hey, an exit!
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
All right.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, put her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Stanley, no!
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled.
Stanley, I killed him!
Very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Shit, man, it's like, so like, were we even in our office at all this entire time? Or was this just some freaking moonside shit where we thought we were in a town, but we were really just running around the streets screaming this whole time? Hey, buddy. Can't make clicky sounds.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision?
Oh.
What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability
what have you been
to
eating?
tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon,
the broom closet is true.
This will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
We all know broom closet ending is the true ending. Alright, well. That is a long-lived light bulb, you're right. Noom.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No! Get bent! Noom.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Well, that's true. There are some pretty long-lived light bulbs out there. Hang on a second. I climb on this box. Just so you guys know. Whoop. 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 I can climb on something here. Well, so I can't. I guess I can't get any worse than murdering him.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
I turn around and there's
Stanley
a freaking...
simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I turn around and there's a red balloon. Da-da-da! Vending machine! Vending machine, give me cold drink! I need...
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I really want some of this coffee, narrator.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Dude, we've only been in there like 30 seconds. Calm down. Like a minute.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
It was meant just to keep sitting around, because I'll do it. That is a really low... This is all very weirdly designed. Why are all these papers just freaking scattered around? What time is it? Party time. Also, my mom says hello. Did I tell you that? She does.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Wait, this isn't where I came before. What is in here?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
You're not the boss of me. I push buttons. I don't listen to mysterious head voices. What is this? But anyway, someone asked if they thought he was going if he was going to get more snide with us as things went on. I'm like, well, he's British, so yes. Do not lie. That's a good. I'm gonna make this sign a real thing and print it and hang it. I'm gonna frame it. The narrator is the boss. This was all a performance. This was all a performance review. The umbrella packing plant. Like you need to lock that door. I remember seeing someone cosplay as Stanley once, and they had a whole thing of narration in front of him. Like they had a narration bubble. That was the only thing I knew about it. How I knew there was a narrator. It's because I've seen someone cosplay as it. The narration seems fairly snide and clever. But I can't remember it anymore. I'm sure if you look it up, you can find it again. I come on this box too! Yes! Yes!
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
You're a dick!
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's
We're gonna get
someone
ourselves
you've been
killed.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
What the shit kind of statement is that? Now it just sounds like you're blackmailing and or holding someone in my family or someone I care about hostage.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Narrator forgot narrator's birthday. This is all just a passive-aggressive way of reminding him. So what happens if I get back on it? Hang on. Narrator has Stanley's wife and is going to kill... But to have her back in your life, does that mean like I'm leaving the job? Like, what if I can't change my mind? Oh, shit!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his
I didn't think it would let me, but I was
Good
kind of
job,
hoping it
Stanley.
did.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I was kind of hoping it would let me do that. But didn't know if it would. No, I want to go to it, please. How do I... Ah, load. The papers are too synergized. You could jump off that catwalk, too. Off to that catwalk. There's a catwalk? Oh, shit! You have to... I feel like you have to get some really good momentum to get on there. Like, I can't... There's no run button. Someone needs to clean up their cigarette butts. Oh, while they're riding it over. Oh, man, that's baller. I want to try that. We should freaking do that next time. I'm not stupid enough to try jumping that. No, that's not true. I would totally do it if I... But I've played enough games to know that would... Yeah, it's disgusting. That's disgusting. This door didn't close behind me. Oh, there we go. This is a pretty big building for a company that, you know, was hire. I mean, it obviously has a ton of employees, but... Alright, so what's over... Yes. Yeah, stupid, but you're impulsive. I'm just really upset that I can't touch things. I want to pick up and throw every object. Why can't, like, why even give me a first-person game if I can't touch everything? It's very dark here. Oh!
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What the shit is this all about? Can I unplug it?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you
Yes!
unplug the phone?
Yes!
It wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly.
Yes!
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yes!
Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices, and to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
A what? Practice. My game is thinking about it. This is the part of the game where I have to go. This is like the interactive part where now I have to go do it myself.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay, but see, now I just really have to continue screwing with you. I broke the game! I broke the game! Stop, 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 stop! Please, I'm begging you. Danger everywhere. I need to articulate some splines. I love that the graphics from earlier appearing, but now in a more interesting, meaningful sort of way. This was one of the charts that had the PowerPoint slide that had like 1,000 graphs. It does have my number again, you're right. Man. But how could I not? How could I not unplug the phone? When you give me a phone and tell me to pick it up and then there's clearly a cord. I mean, shit. Alright, what do you want me to do? Little car. Oh, the forklift thing? Oh man, does this mean I can try to jump it again?
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story.
Let me jump now.
That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
I'm gonna break the shit out of this game. You're gonna get wrecked, narrator. You picked the wrong person to tell not to break a game, my friend. Ho ho, Mr. Narrator. So you're gonna make me walk all the way back? Really? You're on.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Well, I guess I don't get much choice now, huh?
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh, buddy, friend, pal. But what happened? Okay, hang on. I want to know what happens if I want to hear the relief in his voice. But also I know I can, like, do what he tells me not to do down here, this path, too, so... You really think you've gotten me off this course, my dude. I'm gonna go dig around in the basement.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Does that mean I broke the... Did I end up back on the same branch again?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Ho ho! You don't want me going down. Achievement unlocked. You can't jump. Is that for me trying to push the jump button, like pushing like a jump key? I hope so, because I've been trying several times. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the broom closet. Alright, well let's go up this time. I forgot to check out the broom closet. I'm so upset. I really wanted his frustration to stack, so I hope that it does remember that I am did screw around with things. What a swanky place. One of the achievements is to just stop playing the game for 5 years. You mean like to leave it running in the background? For 5 years? Or just to come back after 5 years? I don't believe it's been out 5 years yet, has it? I hope it remembers my choices. I don't remember which one I said first. Because whenever I think about keeping it running for 5 years, what I imagine is how I kept Smash Bros. Melee on overnight to unlock Mewtwo. Because that's the way to do it. I think it only came out a couple years ago. 2 or 3 maybe? Alright. That me! That icon.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions, and beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out.
That sounds like a dangerous...
Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Nightshark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Let's admire these paintings.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
God, I like making this guy angry.
Okay, fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you cunt. Just behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
I like it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered.
I love how it doesn't even take you to the reload screen. It just drops you right back there abruptly. Very interesting. All right, so let's go to the broom closet. We made the narrator rage quit, you guys.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
What?
behave exactly as Stanley would.
What?
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll...
Yeah, the narrator is freaking reloading our saves now. Is this supposed to happen?
Came to a set of 2 open doors. he entered the door on his left.
Like, I legitimately can't tell if this is what the game is supposed to be doing or not. This is like Amnesia all over again. It's like, not sure if glitch or just mindfuckery.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Stop!
Is behaving.
Flowey, please!
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Just let me read the board!
Two open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Is it gonna get mad at me? Is it gonna get mad at me anytime I try to do something not what it wants me to do now? Golly! You should really just do what I tell you to do.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing
Termination
responsibly
Tuesdays.
and always putting the story first.
I really don't know.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When
Follow my
Stanley
lead,
came
you
to a set of
idiot.
two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, let's just power our way through it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I think.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be
I'm
fine.
trying to obey.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's no run button in this game, you asshole. Give me time to walk.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
I
Just
can't.
follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Dang, I can't get to the broom closet. It's past the meeting room, and I can't get past the meeting room. Like, it shuts me down.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Nah. Ah, man, look at it getting all jacked. I love it. Ah, everything's all warped and stuff. But I legitimately can't tell if it was supposed to do that or not. I can't tell anything now. The one behind me is not open, no. I don't think it was open. But I can't go through this one anymore. But now I've just jacked it up, so now I have to live with my sins.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about with you, my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it?
God,
to know that my
yes.
story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
I assume it was supposed to do that to push you to the right door. I really wanted to scream.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
That's
What,
me.
did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
What up? What up?
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Shut up, Alexander. You can't tell me how to live my life.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Cool.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Yeah, right.
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You can't be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please.
We're hiding in the vents.
Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
I said I can't do the whole thing from overhead.
That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Stanley is dead. I can't believe Stanley is fucking dead. Okay, but I'm gonna do a sweet jump off of that onto that catwalk. No, I literally killed Stanley. That was my first ending, was me straight up ending up with Stan dead on a sidewalk. That reminds me of the first time I played the Ayanami Raising Project. I just for those of you familiar with Ava, it basically follows the plot of Ava, but you can change the outcome of things because you are the caretaker of Rei Ayanami. But I followed the plot of the anime and the resulting movies completely. I just initiated instrumental. Well, I can't tell you all of the things because that would be spoiling it for you. And I know it's like a very old series, but all the same, I don't want to spoil it for you. But let's just say things didn't go very, very, very well. Alright, let's do this. New.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Oh, because I went so fast? I didn't even look around. What if I just speed run through everything? Don't look at nothing. Just run. Run like a madman.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Time for some
Perhaps
sick
he wanted to
jumps.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Sick jumps.
Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, hang on. Ah, man.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Alright, get ready for it.
Someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
I don't trust mysterious British people talking to me. Amnesia's taught me nothing if not to run around like a maniac and not trust British people giving me advice. I think there's a speedrun acknowledgement, but you need a certain starting configuration to make it in time. Interesting. This is my sweet jump save. Alright, so let's see it. Let's prove you're on my side, buddy. Friendo. What a good, weird game. I want to jump more. Please. Danger everywhere. I also want that sign framed. Alright, buddy, prove it to me. I'm waiting. Come on. Warning. Do not stand on this side of the fence. Why do you even have it on that side? Kelly, I broke the game! I actually legitimately broke the game, and it was all part of the game. First, the game yelled at me for trying to touch things whenever it didn't do anything, and then it broke itself and got mad at me for breaking it. I have literally no idea what it's about either, so it's been a fun learning experience. This is basically like One Late Night, except better. Ooh.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Right, but if you say that, I've got to try.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Nah.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh. Why you gotta be that way?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
The blue door was behind us? I tried to figure out where the blue door was. I didn't see it. It was behind us? Ah. We'll have to try that next time. Right, but... Ah, so it's gonna be like that, eh? Are you just gonna reload from the start? Piece of shit.
What do we want?
Okay,
What
there
are
we
we
go.
looking for?
Oh, my controls are inverted. No, why? Why does it keep doing this? I didn't even touch anything. No, it's still inverted. Why is it like this? This is backwards as shit. Like, I don't understand. Like, even when I have it disabled, it's still going backwards. Or maybe that wasn't my pointer. Maybe I was misunderstanding. I thought that was a cursor because it seemed to move with my mouth, but it wasn't. It was something else entirely. Woo!
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Ness.
I actually feel happy.
I am happy. Ness, Ness, Ness. Stanley, 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 Stanley. I'm gonna jump off this thing, my dude. Hup. It won't let me. Beat you to it, Maury! But I'm glad we were all on the same page. That would make the second Earthbound reference I've done in this.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Psych!
Right. Where were we?
Good vibes. Yeah, this is like a nice zen room. Like, make a save state here, just come here when you want to just chill. No, but really, I'm going through here. For real, so. I'm getting all turned around. There we go. Where's my vaporwave?
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
My friend, narrator, do you have a crush on me? I'm sorry, Stanley has a wife, dude, and I've been burned by, you know, narrators and people claiming to be on my side many times before in video games. It's hard for me to just accept it so willingly.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
God, now I feel kind of like a dick, but I'm still gonna do it. Does he get relieved if I go back down? Nah. Well, then we have to keep going up, my dude. Nothing but suffering. Yeah, he's got some serious dependence issues. I mean, it's possible he only exists, you know, within the scope of us. Oh my god, it leads to nothing except... Holy shit, Stanley!
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, my dude. If you go back all the way back to the Zen room. Parkour! Ooh!
Good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
Psych.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
You're right. I shouldn't do it.
You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Yeah! I totally am this time.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
You're right. I should go back. Just the two of us. I'm pretty sure that you've got some sort of weird yandere sort of obsession with me, my friend. Well, I mean, that's certainly one way we can interpret it. There are many ways we can run with this. The dependency issues are definitely there no matter what. I really don't want to have him jump off. But I mean, what else is there? Except a life of comfortable... It makes me uncomfortable in the same way that, like, I got worried for, like, Dan's safety, you know? I don't want to throw him off a flight of stairs. But at the same time, I must. Come on. Come on.
No! Oh, thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Ah, man. I was hoping I'd be like a crumbled heap on the floor now. Or at least walking with a limp.
No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
This is fascinating. I'm learning so much about you, narrator. Please tell me more. I'm gonna keep almost killing myself until you tell me your full backstory. No, I'm just screwing with you, man. We're going back to the Zen room. Stan inherited his jumping skills from Link. It's fine. He only takes like a heart or so damage. He'll be fine. You're right, narrator.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
See, but this is the thing, narrator. I don't know if you know this about me, but I love every little bit of dialogue in games and seeing it. So whenever I see those branching paths, I want to know every possible outcome. And that includes walking back and forth between here, just to make you suffer. Just to see what happens every single time I wrench your heart back.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
We'll keep jumping until you confess to us, narrator king. Oh no, my ice cream! Well, my ice cream thing, it's empty. Oh wait, hang on, let me see. This is the most realistic manipulative relationship simulator I've ever played. Oh, these are the spots you were talking about. Yeah, they're like drywall. I was just thinking of those. I don't even know if I registered them. I was like, ah, yes, wall dominoes. You know, like.
Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
Anything, frankly. I'm just taking the piss out of you, man. To use a British expression for you. Hup!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I want to make you cry. But sure. Of course I can. Of course I can.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Of course I do. I promise.
I know you'll see. You'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
Oh, I see it so clearly now. You're right. I should just totally stay in here forever.
No, perhaps not.
I love this! Ah, so good. So really, this is just a game about emotionally crippling a omnipotent British man.
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Well, you're not reading it incorrectly. Certainly. No, hang on. I'm sorry. That was cruel. You're right. I'm being unfair to you. I'm being unfair to you, Mr. Narrator. Even though you called me fat, well, you called Stanley fat and ugly. You deserve this happiness. What happens if we just chill here for a long time? Like, I'm just gonna keep this running overnight. And keep the recording going. And then scroll through it and see. At the 24-hour mark, it's like, oh my god, please stop. You really need to leave this room. By the way, Kelly, I got an achievement for trying to press... I'm assuming I haven't actually looked at my Steam to see what unlocks it. But I got an achievement called You Can't Jump that I assume was unlocked because I kept trying to press the space bar in hopes of jumping. And I've been told that all the achievements in this game are very, very strange, including one that's just not playing it for 5 years. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. That's what the note for it says. Hupsy daisy. I pressed jump anyway. Woo!
You're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Do you actually want to stay alive? Or are you just teasing me? I wanted us to be happy here, Stanley. I really did. I wish I still thought that was possible.
God, this really is Manipulative Relationship Simulator. 2013. Alright, I think I've actually broken him this time. He's not trying to stop me anymore or getting upset when I left. This might be the final one. Oh, he does say that this choice is mine.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going...
Bye! Carrie Cackle Sinisterly 2017. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Let's go back to that. What a good game. I have to go to work tomorrow, so I probably, go to my job of pushing buttons. But this is really interesting, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing all these other things, like the blue door, and to see what happens when I actually do what the narrator wants me to do. There's a narration box stuck on my screen. Get it off!
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I didn't enjoy killing Stanley. I actually felt bad about killing Stanley, but I did enjoy making the narrator just miserable. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play. I will continue my blind playthrough on Saturday. Have great evenings, great work days. And I'll see you. Ooh! Input received. Alright! Oh, I can't make any new saves. I gotta delete one of my old saves. Very, very interesting. We'll just put this one here. That's okay. If you had infinite saves, it was confusing. This door opens both. Like, this door opened, like, this direction. Did you notice that? It was open, like, the other way. Well, it's a door, Carrie. Doors open both. No, they don't! Doors don't normally open two directions. What am I saying? Not this kind of door. But this one does! How? How it... What? I guess the hinge... I mean, the non-existent hinges? How does this door work? Sorry, I'm really going now. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me.